asking you that the opposition is going to be raising this matter. They're going to be getting copies of the Constitution to the Parliament, protesting and making this, in fact, an issue, saying that this is the government bulldozing its way through. This appointment is not as per constitutional norms, isn't it?
Well, in politics, more it is the optics and the symbols that you play. So clearly on that, the first decided, if you heard Manikam Tagore speaking to me this morning saying we have now the strength and this will be not as you have seen the business for last 10 years. So on that terms, the optics, what is being played out by the opposition, they first said that we are not going to accept the pro-tem speaker on this way. And clearly they have decided not to even assist the pro-tem speaker on their chair. That is first. Now, just because of this thing has happened, since they say that this is against the constitutional norms and the traditions, the opposition, all the India bloc MPs have decided to march from Gandhi statue. But that's not only just one issue. The reasons are being also cited because the statue, Gandhi statue, which has been traditionally where the opposition MPs, be it an NDA or the UP or for that matter any other party, have been staging a protest. And what I'm waiting for here is Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, right behind me, who could be coming out any moment, leaving for the parliament. And they've decided that from 10:30 they will be marching. So this is also not only on this issue of the, the pro-tem speaker, but also because of the statues that were replaced from their original position and to shift it to the other. There was already controversy. The Congress raised and several other opposition MPs also raised that issue. All I see, Mallikarjun Kharge is coming out. He'll be leaving for the parliament. And all the India bloc MPs, not only raising different issues, but also, because they have decided to carry out a protest march, carrying the copy of the Constitution. And if you remember, the biggest issue that the Congress and the other opposition have been raising during the election was the Constitution, and saying that BJP has been looking for 400 seats to change the Constitution. And yet again, the biggest symbol in the optics the opposition is taking is the Constitution. Kharge Sahab, so his waving hand heading straight to the Parliament, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge and all other India bloc MPs, including the Congress, they will be taking a march from the Parliament to the Gandhi statue. And it's already a first day. A trailer we're already saying how the opposition is going to take on the government. So not only on the pro-tem speaker appointment, also on the NEET issue, as we also see this, they are on the street and from street to the Parliament, and subsequently several other issues. It's going to be very interesting session. The opposition is going to raise every the issue that concerns public, and more likely if there is, the government doesn't agree to those demands, government doesn't agree to run the parliament on those issues, doesn't address the grievances of the opposition, clearly what could be, the way of loggerhead, or you see the deadlock in the parliament that we have seen in past. So clearly, this is going to be an interesting session. Already we are saying the first day trailer. It's just a matter of hours. You'll see how the parliament functions.
It's going to be an acrimonious start, no doubt about it. Ashutosh, given that from the word go, they've been disgruntled about this appointment. However, how is the government now explaining it? Because at the end of the day, the Congress is saying that our MP has in fact served more terms. So as per the rule book, he should be getting an opportunity to sit on the speaker chair, even though it is the pro-tem speaker, isn't it?
It's all about the numbers. If you have the numbers, you are in power, you decide, it's your call who you want to make a speaker, who you want to make deputy speaker, who you want to make a pro-tem speaker. It's as simple as that. There is no other calculation. But because some logics and the reasons that is being given, so traditionally it is the senior most MPs who's made a pro-tem speaker.
True.
Now the Congress say that K. Suresh holds 8-term member of parliament, but that's not been in the consecutive terms. Whereas the Bhartruhari Mahtab, the MP from the Cuttack, has been winning from 1998 almost every election. So there is no break in his election. So on that terms, he said that he is the senior most MP, and also because they have the numbers, they have a stake claim in the to form the government. They have the numbers with.
We'll talk about that, Ashutosh, in just a moment from now as you track those developments from the national capital today. In fact, a reaction from the Parliamentary Affairs Minister and also K. Suresh, who the Congress says was to in fact sit on the pro-tem speaker's chair. That, of course, did not happen. Let's take a listen to both these reactions.
Everybody agrees that pro-tem speaker has never been an issue in the history of Indian Parliament. And the appointment of pro-tem speaker is is a job basically which is already assigned to give oath to the newly elected members and in facilitating the election of the new speaker. That's all. It is not a post to transact business or any other things.
Now, after appointed Pro-Tem Speaker of Mahtab, the India Alliance strongly protested the India government violated the convention of the Lok Sabha. So far the convention was who MP more times elected, he will be the Pro-Tem Speaker. But they violated because Bhartruhari Mahtab is only 7th time elected. 8th time I was elected. But they are broken the convention and they are insulting opposition again. So that's why India Alliance unanimously decided to boycott the panel members.
All right. In fact, reactions coming in from the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, also K. Suresh, who's spoken about this entire matter. Listening to Senior Leader of the Congress Party and MP K. Venugopal on the appointment of the Pro-Tem Speaker.
You have a senior-most member who coming from the grassroots level, suffering all the pains and agony of the social evils. You have a member, 8th term member. And what is the disqualification of him not making as a Pro-Tem Speaker? This is also a clear mindset of, this is also a clear show of BJP mindset.
All right. In fact, this is a big bone of contention really between the opposition and the government, with the Congress essentially saying that this appointment is unfair. It's against the Constitution, is what is being said by the opposition. In fact, as far as the business of the House is concerned, what we know is that the Pro-Tem Speaker is today going to be administering the oath to the panel of chairpersons appointed by the President to assist him in carrying out the proceedings of the House till the election of the Speaker, which is to be held on the 26th of June. This essentially is a temporary position. However, the Congress says it's an unfair appointment that has been made. Also, we expect Mahtab to be calling upon Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is in fact, as we know, the leader of the Lok Sabha, to take oath as the member of the House. The proceedings today will begin with members observing a moment of silence on the occasion of the first sitting of the 18th Lok Sabha.